Hello everyone. Today I'm going to go through the module 1 of digital test SAT math for the practice test number 4 that was provided by the College Board. So heading on to the first question right away. A group of students voted on 5 after school activities. The bar shows the number of students who voted for each activity. How many students chose activity 3? So we see here that is about 39. Easy. What percent of 300 is 75? So 300 times something percentage is equal to 75. Something is, if we divide both sides by 300, 25 over 100. So it'll be 25% because we divided both sides by 3. So what is a solution to the given equation? We multiply both sides by 25. X squared is 36 times 25. You could plug this into a calculator, but if you don't, what I would do is split this into something like this, and this is equal to 6 squared times 5 squared, which is same thing as 6 times 5 to the squared. So the inside here, 6 times 5 is same thing as x. So the final answer would be 30. Number 4. 3 more than 8 times the number of x is equal to 83. So 3 more than, so we add 8 times the number of x is equal to 83. So 8x plus 3 is equal to 83. Question number 5. Hannah deposited, this is not important at all. The function, this is like the only thing important. And T is the monthly deposit. What is the best interpretation of 25 in this context? So every month, 25 is getting added to her bank account. 100 is the fixed number at 0 month. So if we look at the choices, with each monthly deposit, the amount in Hannah's bank account increased by 25. This is the right answer because every month she's adding $25 into it, so it's being increased by $25. The other options, before Hannah made any monthly deposit, the amount in her bank account was $25. No, this was not true. Before she made it, it was $100. Number C, how many after one monthly deposit, the amount in Hannah's bank account was $125, not 25. Hannah made total of 25 monthly. No, this is the T value since it's monthly, so the correct answer is A. Number 6, a customer spent $27 to purchase oranges at $3 per pound. How many pounds of oranges did the customer purchase? So this is simple division. So 9 pounds. Question 7. Nazar bought 9 storage bins that were each of the same price. He used a coupon for $63 off the entire purchase. The cost for the entire purchase after using the coupon was $27. So what was the original price for one storage bin? So let cost of one storage equal x. So Nazar bought a total of 9 storage bins, so it's 9 times x. But then he used a coupon, so we subtract $63, and this equals 27. Simple algebra. Add both sides by 63, we get 90. Divide both sides by 9, we get 10. So each was $10. Cool. Number 8, for this linear function, so we could just compare the first two data points. So the slope would be 1 minus 0 over 33 minus 29, which is 3. So f of x equals 3x. And then we plug in 0.29 into this. And the y-intercept is 29. So our final answer is A. Okay, I hope you guys are following up. Question number 9. there are similar triangles, so PS are similar, QT are like the same values. So if Q is 18 degrees, T is 18 degrees. So S would be 90 minus 18, which is equal to 72. So B. The scatter plot shows the relationship between two variables. So this is approximately something like this. So we know that this is a negative slope. So A is wrong, C is wrong, and we know that the x-intercept or the y-intercept is above 9 to 10. So B can't be right. The answer is D. Okay, given the equation describes the relationship between the number of birds and the number of reptiles that can be cared at a pet care business on a given day. So, and the business cares for 16 reptiles. So that means that R is equal to 16. So 2.5B plus 5 times 16 is 80, and we're trying to find how many birds. So this is 2.5B plus 5 times 16 is 80 equals 80. So B is just 0. So no birds is being carried in a day for this case. Question number 12. What is an equation of the graph shown above? So we know that this is a negative slope since it's going from right top to bottom, right? So B can't be right, D can't be right. And both y-intercept is correct, so we have to find the slope. So we know that the x-intercept is negative 8 comma 0 and the y-intercept is 0 comma negative 8. So if we find the slope is 0 minus minus 8, and the denominator and the numerator is minus 0, so this is negative 8 over 8, which is equal to negative 1. So A is wrong. The answer is C. This is just a reciprocal question. Since the denominator and numerator change, we already know the answer is 1 over 5. Or you could solve for x. X is equal to 5 times 8 equals 40. So 8 over 40 is equal to 1 over 5. Simple. Question number 14. The solution to the given system of the equation is x comma y. So we subtract both sides by, we just subtract the both equation, and we get 18x equals to negative 24, I believe. Yep. So x is equal to, if we divide both sides by 6, since that's the greatest common denominator, we get negative, actually, divide both sides by negative 6, we get negative 4 over 3. So since x equals negative 4 over 3, we plug into this equation. Then 6 times negative 4 over 3 plus y equals 72. This cancels out to 2, so negative 8 plus y equals 72, and y equals to 80. Question number 15. Line T in the xy plane has a slope of negative 1 over 3 and passes through 9, 10. So this is pretty straightforward. Y equals negative 1 over 3x plus b, and we plug it in here. 10 equals negative 1 over 3 times 9 plus b. So 10 equals negative 3 plus b, and b would equal to 13 when you add both sides by 3. So our final answer is C. Nope, my bad, D. Question 16. The function fx equals 206 times 1.034 to the power of x. The starting year is 1957 and it's going till 1972. X is the number of years after 1957. What is the interpretation of f5? So this 5 represents the x value. So f5 means the money after 5 years. This means at 1962, then it has $243. So the answer would be B, as it is saying the following. Question number 17. For a certain rectangular region, the ratio of its width to length to width is 35 to 10. So, and if the width of the rectangular region increases by 7, so from 35 to 10, it became 35 and then 17. So the ratio would be, this ratio could be also simplified to divided by 5, 7 to 2. So 35 plus x times to 17. This means the increased length, and that should keep the ratio of 7 to 2. So if we solve for that, inside and then outside, I'll put it up here, we get 17 times 7 equals to 2 times 35 plus x, and then this is 119 is equal to 70 plus 2x. 2x is equal to 49 and x is equal to 24.5. So this is how much it increased, so the answer is B. The square has a side length of x, and there's square q that has a perimeter that is 176 inches greater than the perimeter of square p. This is p, this is q. So the perimeter of p is 4x. Perimeter of q would be 4x plus 176. So length of q would be 4x plus 176 divided by 4. Since there's 4 sides, it would be x plus 44. So the area would be this squared, which is the final answer for this question. Question number 19. Express with w in terms of x and y. So we first divide both sides by 2. So we get this, and we could also cancel the 7 out. So x over y equals root w plus 19. It's already kind of simple. So we square each side so that we could get rid of the root. And then we move this over. W is equal to x squared over y squared minus 19. So the final answer would be C. Point O is the center of a circle. The measure of the arc RS on this circle is 100 degrees. So there's O here, and the arc RS, let's just say that this is R, here is S. The measure of this is 100 degrees. What is the measure in degrees associated with ROS? So the measure of the arc is, so this is just the same thing. It is the measure of the arc RS on this circle is 100 degrees. ROS would be same thing as 100 degrees. So this was not even a hard question. Question number 21. The expression this is equivalent to ax to the power of b. So let's simplify this. I'm guessing this is like a 1. This 5 is outside of the root here. So 6 times the rule is something like this, multiplied by to the power of 8 over 8 times x to the power 1 over 8. So if we simplify this, this is the same thing as 6 times 3 times x to the power of 9 times 2 times x to the power of 1 over 8. So a is equal to the numbers here, 36, and b is equal to 9 plus 1 over 8, since in an exponential function you add the exponents when they're multiplied. So this is equal to 73 over 8. So when we add these up, a plus b, it'll be 8 288 over 8 plus 73 over 8. This is equal to 361 over 8. And that will be our final answer. The answer looks a bit funky, but when there's fractions, this is pretty normal. Question number 22. A right triangle is a right triangle, so probably something looks like this. So the area would be the base times the height. So this is 12 times 2 equals 24. But don't forget to multiply both sides by 1 over 2 because that's the formula. So the answer is 12. Question number 23. This expression could be written in a factored form. So we know that hx times x is equal to 4x squared. So h has to be 4. And we know that k times j have to equal negative 45. And this is basically all the information we know. If we look through the choices, we don't know what the value b is. This is 45 over 4, which doesn't make sense. And if we look at D, 45 over k, if we simplify this, dividing both sides by k, we get negative 45 over k. So this is basically saying it's negative j. And we know that j is an integer constant. So we can be for sure that 45 over k is an integer. Yep. Okay, question number 24. This graph on the equation in the given system intersects at exactly 1 point. So this means that d is equal to 0. So if we simplify this first, set it equal. We are doing this because x has to be the same value. Minus 24x plus 64 minus a. Okay, so now we use the d formula. It's like a quadratic formula, but it's 12 squared minus 64 minus a times 2 has to equal to 0. 144 minus 28 minus 2a plus 2a equals 0. So 2a is equal to 16 is equal to negative 16 equals to negative 8. So the answer is A. Now number 25. An isosceles right triangle has hypotenuse of length 58 inches. So isosceles right triangle, hypotenuse of 58. So to find these, we divide both sides by root 2. So 58 over root 2 is same thing as 2 over 58 root 2 when multiplied both denominator and numerator by root 2. So this cancels out to 29. 29 root 2 would be our one length, and the perimeter would be, this was also 29 root 2, so 58 root 2 plus 58 would be our parameter. So here, C is the correct answer. Question number 26. The parabola has a vertex of, here's 9, here's negative 14 here, and this equation is ax squared plus bx plus c, and it intersects with 2 points. So in order for this graph to intersect on the x-axis at 2 points, it has to go upwards. And this will be the min. And the following could be the value of a plus b plus c. So we obviously don't have enough information to find all the values of a, b, and c, but here's how I do it. A plus b plus c is same thing as when x is equal to 1. Because if we initialize fx as ax squared plus bx plus c, when x is equal to 1, it is just a plus b plus c, right? So we're basically finding, if this is 1, we're finding the y value, which is around here. But if we look at all the choices, we realize that the minimum value of the y is negative 14. So when x equals to 1, the value of y should be greater than negative 14. So our final answer is supposed to be D. This is a bit of a hard question. You gotta be creative and think to do it. And the last question, we're already at the last question. Fx is negative a to the power of x plus b, and they're constants. And in the xy plane, the graph of y equals fx minus 15 has a y-intercept at 0, negative 99 over 7. And the product of a and b is 65 over 7. What is the value of a? So if we rewrite this expanding, we get something like this. And the y-intercept is negative 99 over 7. So b minus 15 is equal to negative 99 over 7. So b is equal to 7 over negative 99 plus 105 over 7. So this 105 over 7 is same thing as 15. So here, and this is equal to 6 over 7. And the product of a and b is 65 over 7. So this is getting a bit complicated. A times b is equal to 6 over 7a, which is equal to 65 over 7. So this 7 gets cancelled out. So our a value should be 65 over 6 if we divide both sides by 6. So that'll be our final answer for this question. So we speed ran through 27 questions, I believe, of the module 1 for the digital SAT math practice test number 4. So if you have any questions from the speed run solutions, be sure to comment, and I will record another video of doing it with module 2 in the next video. So keep in tune, and thank you.